All right, I've been thinking a lot about the concept of Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. And it's a Hawaiian, I think now it's used as like a self-forgiveness meditation, but I learned it a long time ago and I learned it as a story. And the story goes that there was a mental health facility in Hawaii that had like, I'm probably gonna get this a little bit wrong, but this is how I remember it. It had all of these people there with some pretty intense mental illnesses, and nobody could seem to get through to them. It was not working, so to speak. And this one guy came to run the mental health facility, and he said, I actually don't want to meet with any of the patients. I just want all of their file folders. Let me just look at all their file folders. And so he did. He didn't meet with any of the patients. He went through each folder, read through their conditions, and then he worked on healing those things in himself. Read their conditions, whether he had those conditions or not. He worked on accepting and loving and healing those aspects within himself. And then when he felt he had sufficiently done that, he moved on to the next folder, and the next folder, and the next folder, until he was done. And at the end, all of the patients were cured or were able to move on with their lives and not feel mental distress from their mental illnesses and their conditions. And they ultimately ended up needing to close down the mental health facility because everybody got better. So whether, I haven't done a ton of research to prove. And the idea of the story is that there is a ton of power in being able to heal things in ourselves first. And so what I take away from that story is the reminder that when we see something in somebody else that we wish could be improved, wish could be better, wish could be different, whether it's from a place of feeling burdened by them or feeling sorry for them or whatever, if we can actually turn that mirror back on ourselves and do work for ourselves, we actually can change ourselves, which in turn then changes the experience of the world, because who we're showing up as is different, is healed from the inside out. Now you're showing up as a person who has dealt with those things for yourself, and you're not expecting somebody else to represent the healing that you haven't been able to do for yourself. So that's my take on the story. And I have it's been on my mind a lot, and I've been wanting to share it with you guys. So today was the day. So where in your life do you notice something in somebody else that you believe could use some healing? And can you actually heal that in yourself? Take the time to see that as a reflection of something that could be healed in you, even if it's that amount. And what does that do for your experience? What does that do for your influence in your own life, and your influence in the lives of others? Now you're focusing on how you can be the best version of yourself to show up in the world in a really powerful way, versus looking at everybody else and seeing what they need to improve about themselves. It's a different approach. See how it feels.